Fabrizio Romano now reports that Manchester United are increasingly confident of completing a deal for Benjamin Sesko. The Red Devils officially threw their hat into the ring with a total package valued at €85 million, £74 million. Newcastle's competing bid, a second offer following a rejected first, is understood to comprise a fixed rate of at least €80 million, £69.5 million. Manchester United confident they'll beat Newcastle to Benjamin Sesko. There's potentially quite a bit riding on Newcastle's transfer clash with United for Sesko's signature. Those of a Liverpool persuasion will certainly be keeping a close eye on proceedings, given the surrounding context around Alexander Isak. Reports coming out of St James's Park indicate that the Magpies will only consider selling the Swede if they manage to secure a replacement. Following Fabrizio Romano's latest update on X, formerly Twitter, however, matters are about to become complicated. If a club is near openly briefing they're confident of beating a Premier League rival to a deal, it probably doesn't bode particularly well for Eddie Howe's men. That said, this update isn't conclusive until Romano throws out his trademark, "Here we go." Objectivity simply has to play a role in the decision-making of Newcastle's recruiters at some stage. That's quite possibly biased, wishful thinking on our part here at Empire of the Cop. But logic dictates that the Northeast-based side simply can't be serious about entering the 2024-25 season without further bolstering the squad. We maintain that Anthony Elanga is a superb piece of business, but the Magpies are going to struggle to hold on to a Champions League spot as it is. It's an uncomfortable conversation to have, but selling a top asset would give Newcastle more than enough PSR headroom to completely revitalize the squad. What's more important, Newcastle's long-term success and ability to build on a positive 2024-25 campaign? Or the short-lived joy of being able to say you stuck it to Liverpool over Isak? Let's see how things pan out. Newcastle could still win the battle for Sesko and do Liverpool a favor yet. Anfield learns what Liverpool have known all summer as best-kept secret is revealed. Rio Numoha announces himself to Anfield in style with a stunning goal for Liverpool. Rio Numoha of Liverpool scores his team's first goal during the pre-season friendly match between Liverpool and Athletic Club Bilbao at Anfield on August 4, 2025. It took Rio Numoha just 87 seconds to make his presence felt against Athletic Bilbao on Monday evening. While Liverpool have spent just short of £300 million so far this summer, it has been the teenager, signed from Chelsea last year, who has arguably been the star of their preseason. He played a part in creating Connor Bradley's opener against Preston North End in the Reds' first friendly, before scoring a deflected effort behind closed doors against Stoke City. Such form was continued onto the preseason tour of Asia too, as the 16-year-old registered an assist against AC Milan for Dominik Szoboszlai before scoring a stunning effort against Yokohama F. Marinos. 20 balloons among the tributes at Anfield Stadium. Liverpool player ratings as Rio Numoha sparkles and others good in first game versus Athletic Club. Read more. Liverpool vs Athletic Club live, score, Elliott, Doak, Numoha and Nunez goals, commentary stream. But this was his first chance to stake his claim in front of a full home crowd during a summer to remember. And he did not hang about. After Harvey Elliott slid in to win possession on the halfway line, Numoha raced onto the loose ball and dribbled forward to the edge of the box before bending an unstoppable strike into the bottom corner. Prompting wild celebrations both on the pitch and in the stands, the Cop responded by chanting his name. Even if, just, a preseason friendly, only an A-list collection of teenagers will have been afforded such treatment on the hallowed Anfield turf before, but certainly not a 16-year-old. Moments later, he added an assist, heading down Ben Doak's cross at the far post to gift Darwin Nunez a tap-in. Beyond that, he created further anticipation and excitement whenever he got on the ball, even if he could not add to his early contributions. Supporters have always been cautiously aware of Numoha's abilities, knowing the club had snapped up one of the most highly rated youngsters in the country when luring him away from Stamford Bridge. When handed his senior debut against Accrington Stanley back in January, it would have acted as the first opportunity many would have had to see the starlet in action. What Romano heard from inside Liverpool about Rio Numoha in 2024 turned out to be prophetic. Liverpool knew exactly what they were doing when they signed Rio Numoha from Chelsea's academy last year. The Reds went through a 5-step registration process with the Premier League to complete a deal for the winger, who only turned 16 last August, and handed him a senior debut against Accrington Stanley in the FA Cup at the start of 2025. The youngster has gone to seize the opportunities handed to him by Arne Slot in preseason this summer, scoring sensational goals against Yokohama F. Marinos and Athletic Bilbao and putting himself in contention for first-team inclusion for competitive fixtures in the new campaign. Liverpool knew Numoha would be an important signing. In an update on his eponymous YouTube channel on Monday evening, Fabrizio Romano recalled what he was told from people at Liverpool about Numoha, with those words turning out to be quite prophetic. The transfer insider said, "It was 13 months ago, July 2024. I was live on my channels and I told you. Remember the name, Rio Numoha. This talented winger is leaving Chelsea to go to Liverpool." That was out of nowhere. No one reported one single word about Liverpool and Rio, but I told you to save his name because Liverpool believed they signed a top talent. 3 months ago when I broke this story, the message I got from those at Liverpool was to remember this name, because the transfer window was quiet, the last one. Someone at Liverpool told me, Rio Numoha is going to be an important signing, you will see. Romano added that Liverpool believe Numoha is a special talent and are preparing a new contract proposal for the 16-year-old, who's showing that he really trusts the Anfield hierarchy. Numoha already looks ready for first-team football at Liverpool. The teenage forward was coveted by several other clubs before choosing to join Liverpool. As per The Athletic, Manchester United had pushed for his signature when he was at Chelsea, but conceded defeat once they knew that the Merseysiders had effectively won the race. It's common for teenage talents to be hyped up considerably when they get to the fringes of the first-team fold, although many don't quite go on to live up to their stratospheric billing as the pressure of expectation seemingly impedes them. From what we've seen of Numoha so far, there's no fear of that happening to him. He already looks supremely confident up against experienced senior pros, even nutmegging 28-year-old Athletic Bilbao defender Andoni Gorosabal at Anfield on Monday. There'll inevitably be setbacks for the youngster at some point. Every player's career has its lows as well as its highs, but it's becoming clearer with each appearance why Liverpool were prepared to bide their time with all the bureaucratic red tape in 2024 before the forward's signing became official. When people from inside the club told Romano last year that the ex-Chelsea starlet would be an important signing and a top talent, they were bang on the money.